What's going on, fellas? HammerTactical. Today I'm pretty excited. As you can see, Wazzing! Finally got my suppressor. I mean, I've been waiting forever. So let's go ahead and open her up. Has a little manual here. This is the 30 cal Phantom M2, or the 7.62 Phantom QD M2. Look at her. Whoa, bam. We have suppression. There you go. Get a look at her. Woo-hoo! I've been waiting 8 months for this thing, and it's kind of oily. Let's see. Wipe it off, get rid of some of that glare. Yeah, buddy. Now, one of my favorite parts about this can, really the main reason I got it, was because you could simply just walk up to one rifle, this being a 308, and boom, you're on. Solid. Then, off of this, going on to over here, onto a 5.56 pistol. On. Solid. And I thought that was pretty cool. One suppressor to rule them all. I guess you can call it my precious. And honestly, like, look at that thing. Isn't that just wicked looking? I dig it. I just think that looks awesome. My plans in the future is to SBR this and make it kind of honey badger. I know, boo, fanboy, but whatever. I think it'll look pretty cool. That's all there is to it for your mount. And then I'll swing around here and show you guys what these quick detach mounts look like. This is what it looks like for the 308. It's a pretty crude looking design, but it's the Phantom flash hider, so it works by itself in a pretty cool way. If you get close enough, you can see how these grooves are actually machined to twist. Then right here, it looks pretty crazy looking, like all these spikes. But what that is for inside of the suppressor, you won't be able to see it, but where it meets, about right here, those will scrape the carbon off. I thought that was a pretty ingenious idea. Then for the 5.56, it's very similar, but you can see there's like grooves and lines in it, and looks pretty wicked. I'm not against it. I think that ring looks kind of silly on the 308 because the barrel's sticking out so far, but the ring on this one is hidden inside of the handguard, so it's just, you can't even see it. So it just looks pretty cool. I'm not really the biggest fan of this gun altogether, but with the suppressor, it's just awesome. Real quick, let's go over some of the different aspects of what's going on here. Just a quick rundown. Okay, this one is the quick detach, 30 cal. Overall length is 8.5 inches. Length added to host firearm is 5.850 inches. So that is talking past the point of the muzzle adapter that it comes with. So they're saying it actually only adds 5.8 inches onto your gun. The diameter is 1.625. That really needs to be something you focus on, because if you're running, a barrel or if you're running like a short barrel with a longer handguard, and if you're like with this, it's easier just to point. Like this suppressor goes inside of my handguard a little bit, and if that were to happen on the Midwest, yeah, it wouldn't fit. So something to keep in mind. The weight is 25 ounces. That's ridiculous. That's super heavy, but, they didn't really have the best prices on the titanium ones when I was there. This one is made of 300 series stainless steel and heat-treated Inconel 718. Inconel, I believe it's just for the blast baffle, and everything else, I think the body and the other baffles are all going to be the stainless steel. That's what I'm gathering at this point. It does utilize the Yankee Hill Phantom flash hider for the quick detach muzzle device, and there's a spring inside of it, and it just ratchets on using the little teeth right here. It's pretty cool. So when it gets hot, you know, you're not sitting there trying to fiddle with like some other type of quick detach and trying to hold on to it. You can just ratchet that sucker off, and if you're wearing some gloves, make sure, you know, they're heat resistant and not going to melt to your hand. Keep that in mind. It says up to -32 decibel reduction. So, yeah, you're going to lose 32 decibels, and that's dry. So, those are some things to keep in mind on that. It does have a lifetime warranty, and that goes for anything that they may have messed up. You know, that's against their flaws and everything else. Be careful about baffle strikes. I keep on hearing about them. You know, it's kind of like a purple unicorn. Like, we haven't really seen many unicorns, let alone a purple one. Or maybe all of the unicorns are purple. We don't really know. So, that's that. My recommendation is shoot a couple rounds out of your rifle at like 100 yards at a piece of paper or a target to make sure they're not keyholing, make sure they're going in nice and straight, make sure your barrel is stabilizing the projectile, you know, if you're using subsonic and stuff. And it is all designed and manufactured in the good old United States of America. What's going on, guys? I'm back from the range. It's another beautiful day. Did pretty well with it. I'm not super pumped because of something that I neglected. On this rifle, you know, being a DI gun, it has a standard gas block. Yeah, the Achilles heel of shooting suppressed. It struggled with cycling every once in a while. Cue movie now. We also shot at night, and zero flash. And we're back. You can see there that I was struggling a little bit because every time I would shoot, I was scared because I had to check the chamber because I kept on getting bullets jammed up, all kinds of cockeyed. I mean, just like, sometimes they'd be sticking out like this, sometimes they'd be stuck in there like that, sometimes I had some casings that were almost completely crimped shut, and I almost had a double feed. I had one up and one that was stuck at an angle. That was the worst off. This, I don't think that I kept it. It's not that one. But, yeah, so I started fooling around with it and just shooting it pretty much single shot. It was just cycling super fast. It held up really well. And I haven't had, I mean, it's, you know, yeah, that's an issue, but it's an issue that we all pretty much saw coming. I thought it was going to work because I just didn't want to do anything about it. But I'm going to be purchasing the Gemtech suppressed bolt carrier here pretty soon. I think that sounds like a cooler idea than switching out the gas block, because that's kind of in an area where it wouldn't really be fun to get to, you know? Like, that just trying to adjust it would be a pain in the balls. So a simple on and off on that gas block, or on the bolt carrier, would be the more simple route. Other than that, she is holding great. She was holding groups, you know, sub MOA at 200 yards, and it was pretty cold, so there was a couple times where I knew that I was cold, and I shivered once. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, amateur hour. But all in all, she was doing really good. I didn't shoot anything at 100 because I keep this gun zeroed at 200, so I thought it'd be, I don't know. And the shooting bench is at 200, and I didn't feel like going out there and laying in the wet grass shooting prone. But she did okay, and I'm really happy with it. I know my hand's kind of shaky right now. I'm not using the tripod because gay. Plus, guys, been using a little bit of this now. I like it. The bolt carrier was kind of dirty, not too bad. On the 5.56 gun, the AR pistol, super dirty. That thing was filthy. Something else I wanted to bring to your attention. I did not run the 165 grain Bex ammunition that I bought because it was subsonic, and I was looking on the box and said to use a 111 or 1 in 12. So I didn't even try it, because this being a 1 in 10 right hand twist on an 18-inch barrel, I was like, yeah, it might not stabilize it. Not even going to try to fool with it, because my luck, I would have had 10 stabilized and one of them not, then crack, slam into cans and dirty laundry. But anyways, she performed really well. Way quieter shooting, suppressed. We didn't shoot anything subsonic, of course, but here soon I'll show a video of us shooting 300 blackout and some other subsonic rounds. Thank you guys for watching. HammerTactical.